Hello, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to Now We Know, where we go back and we look at old trailers and see what they tell us and if they lie to us or whatever. And we're on to Endgame, Marvel's capper of their 23 movies. Now we know that there's an epilogue, but this was the capper of the entire story. For the first three phases. We're just going to get into it because we'll talk for 20 minutes on stuff before we actually watch the trailer.
Right.
So here we go. Endgame. Now we know. And go. Let's start at the beginning.
Seems like
Right.
1,000 years ago. I fought my way out
10.
of the cave. Became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I said no more surprises. But I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back.
Oh.
All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
Who's doing that?
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance,
I need to go.
we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will,
He didn't have the gauntlet.
Yeah.
whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Professor Hulk's not in there.
Right.
I like this one.
Because she could probably kick your tail.
He was. Oh, there's a lot of misdirection in
There's
this. So
tons of misdirection in this.
he was not melted ice cream Thor.
So that scene is before. This was kind of going through my head too because they were showing some of the
A lot of
dusting and stuff like that from
previous
Infinity
stuff,
War.
yeah.
But that scene is in the first 15 minutes when they go after Thanos.
That's right.
And I did the same thing. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's not that. They're showing stuff. Wait, no, that's Infinity. Or wait, that's later.
Right.
But we
They
don't-
showed a lot of stuff from the previous movies. You know,
Just to remind you how you actually feel.
right. Right. They give you Hawkeye's daughter. I remember that there was a ton of speculation that she was going to be Hawkeye because you see him as Ronan.
They talk.
Rowan.
They talk. Ronan. They talk. They talked a lot about her being Kate Bishop.
Okay.
Which is what
The next Hawkeye.
which is what the Hawkeye TV series is going to be about. Is
Okay.
about
Yeah.
Kate Bishop and stuff.
They show you Tony's heart in the very beginning in the box, which ends up on the wreath that they send out into the lake at the end.
And they show Pepper's reaction in Iron Man 3
Yeah.
when he's gone and she picks up the helmet. And
Yeah.
I think that's Iron Man 3 that she does that scene. So they start the trailer with Tony. They go to Steve.
Yep.
And then they show Hawkeye and Black Widow, and they show Thor. Thor's Asgard's all in black and white except for his cape, and then they show
And the flags.
and the flags and
Yeah.
stuff, and then they show the dusting scene.
Yep.
where they add the reds in there, kind of again with
Yep.
the stuff, and then they show New York around the Statue of Liberty,
Right.
and like stuff like that. So they were. Here's the main six that you remember,
Right.
And then they like, oh yeah, by the way, Rhodey's still here and Nebula's still here, like
Yeah.
so they showed everybody who had not gotten dusted, but it was all like Black Widow shooting in the range. That's not in the movie,
Right.
And
I
her
was gonna
hair's
say,
different.
I think that might have been from the Avengers. Isn't that from where? I want to say
Is that Civil War?
Ultron.
Maybe Ultron.
When they
yeah.
all show up at the Avengers facility,
the
and
new
she's like, "I
facility.
was waiting for you two to."
Yeah, that scene's not in the movie in any movie that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And that was one of the most misdirecting things because her hair's still blonde,
Right.
and she's shooting and stuff like that. The speculation about her hair was like so much fun to watch because it was a perfect tell. It was a perfect tell for time wise,
Right.
And knowing that like everything that they were like trying to explain and stuff like that, but all of it was misdirect.
Right.
The whole thing was misdirect, except for they started with Tony because Tony was the first one. They end the trailer with Tony talking about whatever it takes. Like they laid it out in front of you, but it was
I know,
but it was
but
none
we
of it
had
was
no idea.
Yeah.
You see Steve carrying, is it, oh my God, what's her name? His love.
Oh, Haley Atwell. No. Agent Carter.
Agent Carter, her coffin.
Yeah, from Civil War.
Yeah.
Civil War. Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Winter
yeah.
Soldier.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think the voiceover that's going right there too is from Winter Soldier. I couldn't quite hear it because I had my headphones on. It's coming from the TV and it's kind of muted a little bit, but I think it's the speech that Agent 13, who's Carter's granddaughter, I think it's the speech she
Right.
gives at the funeral. I think.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, so be nice in the comments about that. But but that speech is so important about trying to stay strong, except
Right.
they're not staying strong. A lot of what they show in this trailer too, and they talked about this, was in the first 20 minutes of the movie. There's only a couple of shots that were post time jump in the movie.
Right. Yeah. So the New York stuff, them walking in the suits.
And the
to
suits, yeah. With
the
Professor Hulk
platform.
being gone.
Well, yeah.
Not
And that was a big one. Even the stills and stuff. I remember
Yeah.
everybody was like, there is a gap and somebody's there and it's probably
Yeah.
the Hulk. And
There's when Captain Marvel is bringing the Benatar, the Milano, whatever, the second ship for the Guardians. Whenever she's landing it,
Yeah.
and there's a shot. I think it's in the next trailer, and Pepper's been removed from that
Yes,
shot. So
yep.
that shot, like
They're
that
all
was another one.
walking
They're all
up.
walking out
Yep.
and stuff.
Yep.
So like there was tons of misdirect, but then, like I said, it still tells you exactly what's going on.
yeah.
In the whole thing,
Yeah,
or at
going-
least hinting at it enough
Yeah.
to go.
Going back and rewatching this, I'm like, oh my God, Tony's going to die.
Right. Of course, and everybody was saying that it was Steve Rogers that was going to
Yeah.
die because
Yeah.
Chris Evans. It's widely known that he refused the role several times.
Yeah.
Finally, his mom talked him into it.
He tried to get out.
He's talked multiple times about he wants to quit acting after every project that he works on. He's been very vocal about that. So everybody thought that he was out, like
Right.
he was done.
Right.
And Robert Downey Jr., who has been the face of Marvel since Jump, everybody thought that he was going to be the one that stays on somehow.
to be the leader or the guide or the teacher
the fury
or whatever.
of the
Yes,
next Avengers,
right,
which
right.
makes complete sense.
Right.
He's going to be Friday. That's, everybody is convinced that he's going to be the voice of the AI instead of Jarvis or Friday or whatever. It's
Oh
going to be
no!
him.
Oh no!
That would be amazing if that's because they're going to do
In Pepper's suit,
and so they are going to do Ironheart.
right?
And so if they're going to do Ironheart, it would be really interesting to have RDJ be the voice
Yeah.
to kind of be the voice of reason for Ironheart, which would be a great. Now we're just wild speculation now, which is what this trailer does overall.
Yeah.
It leads to tons of different conversations, tons of different branches, tons of different misdirects, which makes you think about all that stuff, and then you forget, oh, by the way, Thanos still has the gauntlet,
Right.
and like all the other stuff, and how are they going to fix it? Oh, by the way, they introduced the time heist, in the quantum realm, but they don't talk about that in this trailer.
Right.
So yeah,
Right. Yep.
This is the best of the trailers. By far, this is the best of the trailers.
Yeah. Well,
Like, I'm ready to go watch it right now, and we've seen it like 6 times in the last 5
Right.
weeks. So
we've had some time on our
we've had some time on our hands. But I just love this trailer, and I want to watch the second one, and I want to watch the third one
Yeah.
and see what each one of them say. So
Yeah. Yeah. They told us everything and told us
it's
nothing.
told us nothing. Perfect. Great job, Marvel. So what did you think of this trailer and our reaction to it? Let us know in the comments down below. Like I said, be nice. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. And follow us on all the social media stuff. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of those links are in the description down below. We're going to go watch Endgame now. If we don't see you, or after we watch the movie, we'll see you later. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.